Hi, my name is Alex Cabral. I am an Icicle Educational Fellow and a postdoc at Georgia Tech. I'm also an incoming assistant professor at MIT. For my project, I was fortunate to work with Michelle Miller at University of Wisconsin-Madison. Foraging offers several benefits, such as dietary health, food sovereignty, food security, ties to environment, and etc. But the traditional knowledge telling us when, where, what, and how to forage has been lost over centuries. Scientific data alone cannot fill this gap because it takes these holistic environmental systems and distills them into numerical values, which cannot capture all of the relationships. So the research question that has really guided this project has been how we can integrate traditional knowledge with scientific sensor data to predict where forageable foods might appear. And one of the foods I focused on was wild rice, which is shown in this picture here to the right, and which grows in freshwater bodies in the Great Lakes region. To accomplish this project, I collected traditional knowledge via books, online stories, and interviews with Native American communities in the Great Lakes region. Then I identified machine learning relationships from these stories. So, for example, a traditional story about a character who discovers wild rice because he hears ducks eating it on a lake indicates that the presence of ducks on freshwater might show that there's wild rice there. I then worked with a team to design and deploy sensing devices, such as this shown on the bottom right, which sits on fresh water to record water quality and other information that may affect the wild rice. Then I worked with a master's student to develop the multimodal machine learning system and design a user survey for Ojibwe communities. This is an example of what the system would look like, taking in multimodal sensor data, a model of sound, for example, from a microphone, and then combining that with rules we learned, such as the presence of ducks, indicates there may be wild rice. I found that many people are open to integrating traditional Indigenous knowledge with AI, but there needs to be safeguards for the knowledge. And some of this knowledge is difficult to access because of native languages that are not supported by AI, or because the stories have only been passed down orally. Thus, we need AI systems to support all cultures and community ownership and data sovereignty for the future of food systems.